Diversity too. I saved them a lot of money. Part two. I worked on sealing this roof, trying to stop this leak that was coming from the ceiling. Phase one worked out really well. I mean, we were getting there, and I was pretty sure we were closing in on the leak until someone said there was a very small leak now coming from uh, 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 coming from the ceiling. But this one, it wasn't as bad as the first one. So I went back on the roof, and I didn't pay attention to this at first, but around the door frame, it was rusty at the top, and I noticed this big gap. At first, I wasn't paying that much attention, but this gap, if the wind was blowing and it was raining, I can see water coming through. So I stood behind the door, wire was closed, and you can see light, a lot of light. So I figured, well, we're going to have to close this door off. I looked around and found a piece of aluminum. It was square, perfect for this door. I simply just screwed it in the bottom portion of the door. At the top, I took some of the roof cement or a roof patch and put it around the rust on the top of the door. And then at the top of the door, someone had already put something like an overhang, a piece of aluminum overhang, but it didn't go all the way, it didn't cover the whole door. And I could see water coming down and getting in the crack. So what I did was I looked around again. I found, all this stuff is right within the same building. I found the piece and I trimmed it up, and I added a section that was missing and put some roof covering on top of that also. Installed that, moved it over some, installed the new piece, put the sealer on there, and I went and I seen a lot of rust on the door, so I just took some rust-proof spray paint, put some black, just sprayed over the rust. It's going to be painted later. And I went back to the bottom. Now the bottom had some rotted wood, and I ended up filling that with this compound. But then I noticed that maybe I should just cover the whole thing. And along this wall, just in case, I wasn't sure if water was coming through the crack of this wall, but just in case, because of the location of it, I went and spread some along the wall, all the way down, and matted around the door. And this took care of the problem for sure. Now, I don't know what's going to happen down the road, but it rained 2 different days, real heavy. The wind was blowing, perfect. I went back, looked up at the ceiling, checked around, and even asked some of the workers, did you see any water? There was no water anywhere. This worked. Walking around and trying to find the cause of the leak. It could be coming from a whole different spot than what you're looking for, but this worked out fine, and I saved them a lot of money. So what do you think they should do for me? The rest of you too. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I saved them a lot of money. Part 2.